Hello friends, myself Uma. In this video, let us give a brief lecture about rank and inverse of a matrix. It's from linear algebra topic. In this slide, you see the curriculum of engineering mathematics in GATE examinations, particularly linear algebra topic only given in this slide. In GATE examination, there are 17 branches has the engineering mathematics syllabus. 17 branches also has the linear algebra topic. But rank and inverse subtopic is not mentioned in many branches. But the question is asked from this topic. The reason is that is the basic concept in matrix algebra. So all the branches has the question from this concept rank and inverse. In this video, I give only summary of rank and inverse concepts. In the forthcoming videos, let me solve last 5 years GATE engineering mathematics questions related to the concept rank and inverse. There are 17 branches has this subtopic inverse and rank of a matrix. Before entering the concept, I tell what is the weightage of rank and inverse of a matrix topic in GATE exam. In GATE exam, question has maximum 3 to 2 marks. 3 to 2 marks from linear algebra topic. Moreover, just 10 to 15 percentage of chance to get a question from this subtopic, inverse and rank of a matrix topic. So 15 to 15 percentage, 10 to 15 percentage of chance to get a question from this topic, inverse and rank topic. Now let's move on to the concept. First I explain what is rank of a matrix, how to find the rank of a matrix. The definition of rank says if A is not a null matrix, this is not a null matrix, then the rank of the matrix A is the positive integer named as M if it possesses the following two properties. First one is each minor of order n plus 1 of the matrix A vanishes. Suppose the rank is positive integer R, then each minor of order R plus 1 of the matrix A vanishes. Minor of order n plus 1 of the matrix A vanishes. Vanishes means 0. The second property is there exists at least one minor of order n of the matrix which is not 0. There exists at least one minor of order n of the matrix A which is not 0. Then the rank of the matrix A is n. This is the definition of rank. Here I mentioned one word minor. So I explain what is minor. How to find the minor of one element. Minor of the element at the ijth place. Ijth place is the determinant obtained by deleting ith row and the jth column. This is the definition of minor. Minor of the element at the ijth place is the determinant obtained by deleting ith row and the jth column. I will give one example. This is one matrix 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Here I find the minor of the element 3. This is the first row, first column place, A11. So, minor of 3 equal to deleting first row and deleting first column. I get the one matrix, 2 by 2 matrix. Determinant of this value is the minor of 3. Determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix value is the minor of 3 because this is A11 deleting first row and first column. 2 8s are 16 minus 21. This is equal to minus 5. This is the minor of the element 3. Next, another one way of explaining rank of matrix. Next I explain another one way of definition is in rank of a matrix. That is, if A is a not a null matrix, the rank of the matrix A is the positive integer n if it is possess the following two properties. That is, every square submatrix of order n plus 1 or more is singular. Every square submatrix or of order n plus 1 or more means n plus 2, n plus 3, etc. is singular. Singular means determinant equal to 0. Every square submatrix, determinant of every square submatrix of order n plus 1 or more is 0. That means singular. Next, second property is there exists at least one square submatrix of order n which is non-singular. Non-singular means determinant equal to not equal to 0. Determinant not equal to 0. Second property is there exists at least one square submatrix of order n which is non-singular. Then the rank of A is n. This is the another one definition of rank of a matrix. Next, here I explain one form of a matrix, that is echelon form of a matrix. Let A be the given matrix of order m by n. Then it can be reduced to echelon form by row transformation. Then we can make all the entries equal to 0. Then R of A equal to number of non-zero rows. Number of non-zero rows. This is the echelon form of a matrix. Next, I give the example of how to find the rank of one matrix. How to find the rank of one matrix. That is, I take one 3 by 3 matrix A equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7. This is the matrix. Now I find the rank of this matrix. The matrix is of order 3 by 3. Here first I use that second definition of rank of a matrix. Every square submatrix of order n plus 1 or more is singular. So here I have to check first determinant of A. Determinant of A. Now, suppose I got determinant of A not equal to 0, then rank of A equal to 3. Otherwise, determinant of A equal to 0. I got determinant of A equal to 0, then rank of A is less than 3. Otherwise, I go to the next step. First, I find the determinant of A. That is 1 into 21 minus 20 minus 2 into 14 minus 12 plus 3 into 10 minus 9. This is equal to 1 minus 4 plus 3 equal to 0. Here I got determinant A equal to 0. So rank of A is not equal to 3. That means rank of A is less than 3. So I move on to the next step. The next step is I select square submatrix of A. One square submatrix of A of order 2 because this matrix is of order 3. So I select one square submatrix of order 2. That is 1, 2, 2, 3. This is the square submatrix of order 2, 2 by 2. I find the determinant of this matrix. I got 3 minus 4 equal to minus 1. This is not equal to 0. That means the second property says there exists at least one square submatrix of order n which is non-singular. Non-singular means determinant is not equal to 0. So here I got at least one square submatrix of order 2 is non-singular. That means determinant not equal to 0. So rank of A equal to 2. Rank of A equal to 2 because I got at least one square submatrix of order 2 is non-singular. Non-singular means determinant not equal to 0. So rank of A equal to 2. This is the procedure to find the rank of a square matrix. Next, I explain another one way to find the rank of the same problem. Rank of the matrix. I let the same problem. Next, I explain another one way to find the rank of a matrix. I take the same matrix A equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7. Now I reduce this matrix A into row echelon form. Row echelon form. The first step in the row echelon form is the first non-zero element in each row must be 1. This is leading entry. Here the first non-zero element in first row is 1 only. So I write the first row same. Next step is I convert the elements below the leading entry to 0. I convert these two elements. These two elements are below the leading entry. I convert these two elements into 0. So here I do R2 becomes R2 minus 2R1 and R3 becomes R3 minus 3R1. Then only I got these two elements 0. So finally I got 2R1, 2, 3, 2 minus 2, 0, 2 minus 1, 2 3s are 6, 4 minus 6 minus 2. Similarly, 3 3 0, 3 2s are 6, 5 minus 6 minus 1, 3 3s are 9, 7 minus 9 minus 2. Next, I check the first non-zero element in second row is 1, say 1 or minus 1. So this is same. The leading entry is minus 1. Next I convert below the leading entry into 0. So next step is I make this element into 0. So R3 gives R3 plus R2. These two are equal. So I subtract R3 minus R2. This is minus. 1 is same, 2 is same, third is R3 minus R2, 0, minus 1 plus 1, 0, minus 2 plus 2, 0. This is the row echelon form. Row echelon form. This is the final matrix, row echelon form matrix. Finally, I got the non-zero rows in the matrix A is 2, 1, 2. So rank of A equal to 2. The number of non-zero row in A is called the rank. So here I got 2 non-zero rows. So rank of A equal to 2. This is the another one way of finding rank. Next, I explain some properties of rank of a matrix. This is very important to solve questions. Properties of rank of a matrix. The first property is the rank of the null matrix is not defined. Null matrix is not defined. And the rank of every non-null matrix is greater than or equal to 1. That means rank of non-null matrix is not equal to 0. That means R of A is greater than or equal to 1. Always greater than or equal to 1 if A is a non-null matrix. Next, elementary transformation do not alter the rank of a matrix. Example, here I do many elementary transformation, but I got the same rank. Okay, so elementary transformation do not alter the rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix is unique. Rank of a matrix is unique. That means the one matrix has only one rank. It doesn't have two rank, three ranks, etc. It has only one rank. So rank of a matrix is unique. Next, if A is a matrix of order m by n, then R of A is less than or equal to m and n, smaller of the two. Smaller of the two means suppose m is less than n, so rank of A is less than or equal to m only because m is the smaller of n. Next, suppose m is greater than n, then R of A is less than or equal to n. Less than or equal to n, because n is here, n is the smaller one, so R of A is less than or equal to n. This is this property. Okay. Next, if A is a matrix of order n by n, A is non-singular. Non-singular means determinant A not equal to 0 if and only if R of A equal to n. Otherwise R of A is less than n. Okay. If A is a matrix of order, square matrix, A is non-singular, determinant of A not equal to 0 if and only if R of A equal to n. This is the another one property. Next, rank of the identity matrix is n. Suppose I2 matrix, rank of I2, identity matrix of order 2 is 2, order 3 is 3. This is the property. If X is a non-zero row matrix or column matrix, then R of X equal to 1. That means suppose the matrix A is a column matrix is n by 1, then rank of A equal to 1. And row matrix means one row, many columns, 1 by n. In this case, R of A also 1. So that means the rank of a row matrix or column matrix is 1. Next, the rank of the transpose of a matrix is equal to the rank of the original matrix. That means R of A equal to rank of A equal to rank of A transpose. Next, the rank of the matrix does not change by pre-multiplication or post-multiplication with non-singular matrix. The rank of the matrix does not change by pre-multiplication or post-multiplication with non-singular matrix. R of AB equal to R of A only, because here if B is non-singular, then R of A equal to R of AB equal to R of A. This is the meaning. Next, if A is similar to B, if A and B is a similar matrix, then R of A equal to R of B. Then R of A equal to R of B. That means the similar matrix has the same rank. Next, the rank of product of two matrices cannot exceed the rank of either matrix. That means rank of AB cannot exceed means less than or equal to rank of A or rank of B. Cannot exceed the rank of A or rank of B, either matrix. Next, the rank of the sum of two matrices cannot exceed the sum of their ranks. That means rank of A plus B less than or equal to rank of A plus rank of B. Cannot exceed the sum of their ranks. Next, the rank of a matrix is greater than or equal to rank of every submatrix thereof. Okay. Suppose I took one 3 by 3 matrix. I select one submatrix. It has the rank is less than the original matrix. That means the rank of a matrix is greater than or equal to rank of every submatrix thereof. Equal or greater than. These are the properties of rank of a matrix. Rank is mentioned in another one letter row. R or row of A. Okay. Rank is also mentioned in the letter row. Next, I move on to the inverse. Inverse matrix. First, I explain the definition of inverse matrix. Inverse of a matrix. Assume that we have a square matrix A, which is non-singular. Then there exists an n by n matrix A inverse, which is called the inverse of A. Suppose A inverse exists. A is non-singular, then only A inverse exists. Then A into A inverse equal to A inverse into A equal to I. This is the definition of inverse, where I is the identity matrix. Next, I explain the general formula for finding A inverse. The inverse of a general n by n matrix A can be found by using the following equation, that is A inverse equal to adjoint of A by determinant of A, where adjoint of A equal to transpose of a cofactor matrix of A. Adjoint of A equal to transpose of a cofactor matrix of A. So next I explain what is cofactor of one element. How to find the cofactor of one element. If Aij is an element which is in the ith row and jth column of a square matrix A, then the product of minus 1 whole power I plus j and minor of Aij is called the cofactor of Aij and is denoted by capital Aij. That means cofactor is mentioned by capital Aij. Aij equal to minus 1 whole power I plus j and minor of Aij. Minor of Aij. I already explained how to find the minor. So cofactor is the product of minor and minus 1 whole power I plus j. This is the cofactor. Combine all the cofactor, we got the cofactor matrix. Then take the transpose, I got the adjoint of A. So this is the formula for finding the A inverse. A inverse equal to adjoint of A adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. Next, I will give one example for finding inverse. A equal to I take one 3 by 3 matrix 2 1 2. First I find the determinant, because determinant not equal to 0, then only I got A inverse. Otherwise A inverse does not exist. Suppose I got determinant A equal to 0, then A inverse does not exist. A inverse exists, then it is said to be invertible. Okay. First I find the determinant 2 into 4 minus 1 minus 1 into 6 minus 2 plus 1 into 3 minus 4. This is equal to 6 minus 4 minus 1 equal to 1, not equal to 0. So A inverse exits. A inverse exits. Next, I write the inverse formula 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Already I find determinant of A. Adjoint of A is the cofactor, transpose of cofactor matrix. So I find the cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix. First I find the cofactor of first element. Cofactor of A11, that is 2. Here I write one example. A11 equal to minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1 and determinant of minor. Minor means deleting first row and first column. I got determinant of 2 1 1 2. 2 1 1 2. So minus 1 whole power 1 is plus into 4 minus 1 equal to 3. Next, similarly, I find 1 2. A12 means 1 2 places this element. 1 2 places this element. This is 1 2. So that is, here I got deleting this and this 3 1 2 2. First I write minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2 3 1 2 2. So this is minus 1 whole power 3 is minus and 3 2s are 6 minus 2 equal to minus 4. In the similar way, you have to find all the cofactors values. Okay, combined all the cofactor values, I got the cofactor matrix Aij. This is the matrix. Cofactor matrix is denoted by capital Aij, bracket capital Aij. So 3 minus 4 minus 1 minus 1 2 0 minus 1 1 1. This is the cofactor matrix. Then adjoint of A equal to transpose of cofactor matrix. So 3 minus 1 minus 1. First column becomes first row, second column becomes second row, third column becomes third row. So did A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A is 1, 1 by 1 into this one, adjoint of A. This is same. So finally I got A inverse equal to same adjoint of A. 3 minus 1 minus 1 minus 4 2 1 minus 1 0 1. This is the procedure to find the inverse of one matrix. Next I move on to the notes, some notes, that is properties of inverse. A inverse exists only when A is non-singular, capital A. A inverse exists only when A is non-singular. That means determinant A not equal to 0, then only A inverse exists. The inverse of a matrix is unique. This is inverse. A inverse is always unique. Inverse of any matrix is always unique. A rectangular matrix cannot be invertible because you doesn't find the determinant of rectangular matrix. So a rectangular matrix cannot be invertible. Next, every square matrix need not be invertible. Every square matrix need not be invertible. That means any square, suppose one matrix is not invertible, maybe one matrix is not invertible. Okay, that means every square matrix need not be invertible. Next, AB whole inverse equal to B inverse A inverse and A transpose whole inverse equal to A inverse transpose. Transpose whole inverse equal to inverse transpose and A inverse the whole inverse equal to A. Okay, these three are formulas. Okay, these are the important notes in inverse of a matrix. Important notes in inverse of a. These are the basic concepts in rank and inverse topic. In this video, I gave only summary of rank and inverse concepts. In the forthcoming videos, let me solve previous years GATE examination questions related to the topic engineering mathematics, in particularly rank and inverse concepts. Thank you. See you in the next video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel to encourage me. Thank you.